stream. And if you are watching this video, I believe tomorrow is going to be a special day for you, because the JAMB for as 2025 is concerned is commencing or is starting on the 24th of April 2025. And as JAMBITE, I understand how it is right now. I know that the pressure is high. I know what a lot of JAMBITE are going through right now. A lot of you are anxious. A lot of you are just feeling like, God. I know a lot of you are prayerful at this particular point in time. I think a lot of JAMBITE are tense. You understand? But I want to let you know that if you're watching this video, if you're watching this live stream right now, I want you to take a moment and what pause. You have to what breathe in and what breathe what out. You have to tell yourself that this is what just what an opportunity. You understand? You have to tell yourself that this is an opportunity for you to what drop. Jam is not a definition of your words. Jam is not who you are. Jam doesn't define you. You need to have this mindset so that whatever is going to happen tomorrow, you have to be very conscious of how you treat yourself. Because I know how a lot of people are when it comes to exams like this. A lot of people can take decisions that put their family into sorrow. A lot of people can take decisions that they will later on regret. So it is important that you set clear boundaries and know fully well that JAM exam is not a definition of who you are. I don't care, or it doesn't matter whether this is your first time of writing JAM. It doesn't matter whether this is your second time of writing JAM, whether it's even your third time of writing JAM. Please note that JAM is just an opportunity for you to what joining. Look how far you have gone. A lot of people started reading far back as of September 2024. Imagine studying from September 2024 up to now. That is to show you how dedicated you have been. That is to tell you how consistent you have been. You have shoved off distraction, you cut off distraction, push away the distractions, not because you are foolish, not because you don't know what to do with your time. A lot of your mates will be partying, you are somewhere studying, not because you don't know how to party, but because you are waiting for your big day, which is tomorrow, JAMB UTME. So I want to let you know that this is your opportunity, this is your time, but JAMB is not a definition of who you are. For the time management in the exam hall, note that tell yourself that the time management, you will handle it effectively. For your exam questions, you will answer your exam questions with what clarity. You need to sleep this night not as a warrior, but you need to sleep this night as a warrior. You have to sleep this night as a warrior. So remove every form of negative mindset in your mind, remove every form of fear, remove every form of doubt. You are capable of smashing JAM UTME as far as I am concerned, as far as you are concerned. JAM is not going. I am making this live stream. I'm making this live. I don't know what's wrong with MTN. It's trying to reach JAMBITEs all over the country. That tomorrow is going to be a special day. You are going to walk into the exam hall and conquer JAM UTME. For this night, remove every form of doubt. Like I said, sleep like a warrior and not like a warrior. You have got all it takes to smash your JAM UTME. And I have some affirmations for you this evening. A lot of people, because I know a lot of students are tense, a lot of people are anxious because of what is going to happen tomorrow. So you have to just always repeat these words. Always repeat these words. You can repeat it with me. Tell yourself that I am prepared. Tell yourself that I am focused. Tell yourself that I am calm under tension. Tell yourself that I am bigger than JAM. I will arise and shine. I will pass my JAM UTME. I will get admission to study my dream course. When you repeat these affirmations, it's going to work gloriously well to shape your tomorrow. Tell yourself, I will rise and shine. I am calm under pressure. I will answer my exams with clarity. I will manage my time effectively. And JAM will not define me, but rather JAM is an opportunity. JAM is a stepping stone towards achieving my dream of getting admission to study medicine. to achieve my dream of studying nursing science, getting admission to study my dream course in the university. So you must be able to what get these affirmations, listen to motivation. I want to say this, but listen to motivational quotes. You know, a lot of people talk bad about motivational quotes, but at this particular point in time, motivational quotes is going to really help you, because you don't need anything that will put you fear. You understand? You don't need anything that will put you fear. Any form of fear you have now is going to reflect in your tomorrow. And just like I've said, this night when you want to eat, please make sure you eat light. When you want to eat, make sure you eat healthy. Don't eat anything that will affect your belly tomorrow. Don't eat any food that will affect your belly tomorrow. I repeat, please don't eat food that when you enter the exam hall you want to go and eat yourself, you want to go and use the toilet. It has happened to a lot of students, and when it happens, you know, nobody's going to wait for you. JAMB isn't going to wait for you that you are eating yourself. The time is counting. Note that you just have 2 hours to answer 180 questions, and basically that 180 questions is gotten from 4 topics. So me whitey, you you are welcome, so me whitey, I cite you. You are welcome to the live stream. So basically, have you done your JAMB reprinting? When are you writing your JAMB exam? This live stream is a motivational live stream to talk to JAMBites. A lot of my friends who are writing JAMB tomorrow, they are chatting me up. There are some of them, a lot of them even came to my house. Some of my students who knew my house. Amen. So me whitey, you will do well in your JAMB. You will do well in your JAMB in Jesus' name. Amen. Remove every form of doubt. Remove every form of fear in my JAMB. My last JAMB was 274. Wow. My last JAMB was 274. Wow. Which institution do you apply for? Wow. Which institution and what course do you apply for? Wow. That is high. What course do you apply for that you didn't get admission? 274. I know you applied for medicine. Wow, Jesus, but I didn't go because I was 15. Damn, jeez, bro. 274 Unilag law, just because you are 15 years. Damn, man, I pray for success. I pray for success. I pray that the divine light will direct you. I pray that tomorrow, as you enter into the exam hall, you write your exam with clarity, just like the same way you scored up to 274 when you were just 15. I pray that God will help you this time around. You will score more than 274. Because if you can score 274 as a 15 years old, either boy or girl, and that was your first time of ever writing JAMB, damn. I wrote my JAMB when I was 16 years old. And I got 264 too. So you scored even more than me. And I'm currently in medical laboratory science, University of Calabar. I'm in my 400 levels, and I pray that God will help perfect you, that tomorrow you will smash your JAMB UTME, whether you're writing tomorrow or on Friday or on Saturday. I pray that God will help you in Jesus' name. Amen. So like I was saying, please, if you're writing your JAMB, be very careful not to eat anything that is going to affect your stomach. You understand what I'm saying? Don't eat anything that will affect your stomach. Be very careful. Be very, very careful, because a lot of people will say, sir, my belly is paining me, so I want to ice myself. If you go, you have already signed, your time is counting, and nobody is going to time for you. The time doesn't get paused, and it's always counting. Also, be security conscious. Where you are going to write your exam, be very security conscious. If possible, drop your phone in the house, or if you don't know the place and you need your phone for communication, please, when you want to enter the exam, Munachi, hello Munachi, you are welcome, Munachi, you are welcome to the live stream. So like I was saying, be very security conscious. The place you are going to write your exam, don't just give your phone to anybody. When I wrote my JAMB exam, some people phone got missing because they were just giving their phone. They saw some people there with umbrella, and the people were like, okay, submit your phone, and they paid 100 naira and stuff like that. They gave them tag. not knowing that those people there were not actually working with the woman that the center, you understand, like the center management assigned to for to help students do that particular stuff. Those people there collected three people phone, three, and it was something that I don't want to imagine it, because I know how excuse me, I know how I will feel to enter the exam after writing jam and coming out to get to find out that I gave my phone to a wrong person and the person has gone away with my phone. So you have to be very, very security what conscious tomorrow. And also, if possible, make sure you print your jam slip, like your jam reprinting slip, that their slip that you reprint. If possible, make sure you get it too, because there are some centers that want you to submit one. So it is important that you submit one and you hold one for yourself. So if possible, make sure you print out your slip, uh, make it to be what two. And also, excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing. When it comes to answering your jam question, please tomorrow don't rush. When it comes to answering jam question, don't rush, because I know one thing that used to make people fail jam is because of you are seeing the time counting. You understand? You are seeing the time counting, and the more you look at the time counting, that's how the tensions keep growing, the tension keep growing, the tension keep growing. So tomorrow, don't rush. Let me tell you what you are supposed to do if you're answering your jam questions. Now, when you see the questions, you get to find out that what jam does is that jam twists simple questions. The question is actually simple, but what jam is going to do is that jam will twist it. So what I will advise you is that in the case of you answering these questions, understand, in the case of you answering this word question, don't dwell too much on those hard questions. Don't dwell too much that you must answer it. You understand? Don't tell yourself that I must answer this particular question before moving to the next one. So don't dwell too much on the hard questions. What you are supposed to do is what, as you are trying to answer the question, excuse me, if you are trying to answer the question and the question proves to be hard, please skip it, move on to the next one. You understand what I'm saying? When the question proves to be hard, just skip it, move on to the next one, answer it. Then when you are through, you come back and what, start checking up on those ones that you couldn't answer, and see how you can be able to answer them. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So that is just it. And also, I don't know how good you are in English language. It is always advised that you don't start with English language. You understand? It is always advised that you don't start with what, English language. Let me tell you something. English language is more than this thing that we do. It's more than this thing that we are speaking. You understand? But when it comes to exam, it requires you to think very, very what, carefully. So it is something that when it comes to English language, you don't have to rush. That is why it is always advised that you don't start with English language. Rather, start with the subject you are really good in. So it depends on your subject combination. In every subject, know that we are just writing four, right? So English is there and three other subjects. But it is always advised that you don't start with English language. That means if you don't start with English language, there are other three subjects that you are supposed to start with. So in those three subjects that you still have left, there is always going to be our strength. There's always going to be our strength. So start always with your strength subject. Let's say, okay, I am a science student. Let me use science student for example. So let's say I'm doing English, biology, chemistry, and physics, for example. It is always advised that I should not start with English language. Don't start with English language. Then left with the chemistry, physics, and biology, I will not check my strength. And I say, okay, I am good in chemistry more than biology and what, physics. So what I will do is that I will start with my chemistry immediately. I will be with my chemistry. I will try to see how I can finish my chemistry. And if there's any question that is hard for me in chemistry, I will skip, move on to the next topic, to the next subject, which is biology, and answer it, move on to the next, which is physics, and then I will do my English language what last. But let me tell you something that affected me when I wrote my JAMB exam. I didn't believe in myself, although I believed in myself, but it was during when I was about to finish to submit. What happened was that I started going back. Those answers that I already, the question of the questions, do bro, what time should I go to my jam is by 6:30 in the morning. If their jam is by 6:30 a.m., in the morning. Then you are supposed to be there by exactly 6 o'clock. You have to be there by 6 o'clock. And I don't know what area, what state are you writing your exam? Which state is it? At Lagos? Please don't, make sure you go with someone, you understand, because you know by 6 o'clock is still early in the morning. So make sure you go. Okay, Lagos, because you said you know like the first time, so make sure you go with someone. I will advise you to go by 6 a.m. Yes, I will advise you to go by 6 a.m. But the truth is this, if your exam is by 6:30 a.m., you are not going to write exactly by that 6:30 a.m. Take it from me, your exam will start either by 7, or your exam can even start by 7:30. But it is important that you go on time, so that you will settle, and your pressure will calm down, you get to know other people and prepare yourself, because there are some, some of those protocols that they will tell people to stand in the line and start entering the hall and stuff like that. So if your exam is by 6:30 a.m. in the morning, please make sure you go by 6 o'clock. Yes, so me Whitey, make sure you go by 6 o'clock. It's going to be really, really helpful. So like I was saying, is that you have to believe in yourself. You understand? You have to believe in your self. Don't be changing your question. For every question you have already answered, please leave it. Let me tell you something. Your intuition is 99.9% correct. Your intuition is always 99.9% what correct. It happens to me. Let me tell you something. There's a concept, or there's a topic in biology that is known as what? Flower. So that particular topic, I wasn't too sure in that topic. So when I answered my questions, or I still had enough time, I still had like 30 minutes when I was already through in my exams. I still had like 30 minutes. Bro, if I snap me like this, I beg, let me like snap me as I'm making like this. So I was still left with like 30 minutes. So what I did was I started going back. To those answers. You understand? Then when I now got to the point of flowers, I was not changing my answers. Because I wasn't too sure. You understand? It was later when I now got to the house and I found out that those answers I changed were actually what correct. So that is the same thing I'm telling you, that your first answer has the probability of being the correct one. That answer that your mind told you to choose first, that option, whether option A, B, C, D, or E, depending on how it's going to be, there's every possibility that that first option is what correct. So please always believe in your intuition. As far as JAMB is what concerned, your first answer has the probability of being what always what correct. And there's something I wanted to talk about. I don't know how it's going to sound for a lot of people that are watching this video. I don't know how they are going to feel, but I want to just let you know that scoring 200, scoring 250, scoring 300, scoring 300 plus is not the end of the road. Yes, because for my guy here, Somi Whitey, he said he scored 274 and it was just 15 years and he couldn't get admission, and now he's still what pushing. So I want to just let you know, prepare your mind. Just prepare your mind, because it is important to say the truth, and the truth will always what set you free. The greatest form of deceit is one that is known as what the self or deceit, the one you lie to your self. So whether you score 200 plus, whether you score 300, whether you score 250 and your cutoff mark is around 300, please note that this JAMB exam is not a definition of who you are. The JAMB is not the definition of who you are, and scoring low up to 200, 250 is not the end of the road. There's still opportunity for you to keep on pushing. I know why I'm repeating this, because there will always be bad stories of students who perform bad in the exam and start having evil thoughts. Let me tell you, from tomorrow, the moment you finish your exam, you already know your fate. That is for sure. The moment you finish your exam, you already know whether you are going to pass, you already know whether you are going to fail. So have this at the back of your mind. When I finished my exam, my dad called me, because I wasn't staying with my parents, you understand, because where I registered my JAMB, I had another center, so I have to travel to the place I was supposed to write my exam. After the exams, my dad called me and was like, let me see the picture, and he was like, how was the exam? I said that it was nice and cool. All right, I'm taking myself picture because I'm documenting this series. Thank you so much. Thank you. Send it to me on WhatsApp. All right. Thank you. So my dad called me and was like, "How was the exam?" I said, "That is nice." You understand? So he was like, "Are you sure you will get admission to study medical laboratory science?" I told him for sure, because I already knew within myself that I've already passed my JAMB exam. So tomorrow, the moment you finish your exam, you already know your fit. You know whether you are going to pass. You already know that you are going to what fail. But note that at the end of the day, JAMB is not a definition of what who you are. And lastly, just like I said, yeah, this is 21 minutes of live stream. Lastly, or before I call it a wrap of this word live stream, before you sleep this night, I want you to do something for me. Yep. Before you sleep this night, I want you to do something for me, and that is, I want you to visualize success. I want you to see success. You understand? I want you to visualize success as you go to bed today. Already see yourself as someone who has scored up to 300 plus in JAMB. The brain, there's something that's called mental conditioning, and mental conditioning is when you make someone to believe that this thing is 2 when ordinarily it is what 1, or when this stuff has not what happened. Bro, God will bless you. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you, Somi Whitey. Thank you so much. So I want you to visualize what success. I want you to see yourself as a winner. I want you to see yourself as someone that already smashed what exam. The brain loves what you show to it. The brain loves what you tells it. The moment you start seeing yourself as someone that already score high in JAMB, that has already smashed JAMB, you find out that the way you are going to wake up tomorrow, you are going to wake up like a warrior. Like you are going to feel so agitated. You are going to feel like you are not going to feel dull. You are going to stand up like a warrior, take your bait. In fact, I know some people, someone like me, if I want to write exam, like a serious exam like JAMB, I can't eat too. Like I don't like eating. How to donate on live chat? Oh, bro, you want to donate? Thank you so much, bro. Let me. Should I give my account number? Should I call my account number? Because there's no how I will be able to chat here unless I call the account number for you. Should I call the account number? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. Your donation will go a long way. I am looking for a way to buy microphone. I want to get a mic so that when there's a background noise, I will be able to be filtering the noise and stuffs like that. Okay, the account number is 70. The account number 70 62462746. Okay, like light 5k. Thank you so much, bro. The account number is 7062462746. OP Basi Ejogba. Thank you so much, bro. It's going to go a long way. I priced, there was a mic I went to the market to ask, and they said the mic is around 22. OP 7062462746. OP Basi Ejogba. Basi Bassey, then Ejogba John. Thank you so much, bro. God will bless you. I'm going to add up this morning, and I believe in my next live stream I am coming up live with a microphone, which I believe is going to be like a source of motivation. So me Whitey, please, bro, I don't know, you can also drop me your WhatsApp number so that we can connect on WhatsApp. Thank you so much, bro, for your kind gesture. Thank you so much, bro. I pray that you achieve your dream of scoring high in your JAMB UTME. You will get admission to study your dream course. So, but like I was saying, that you have to visualize what success. People like me, when I want to write an exam, a strong exam like JAMB or even my semester exam, I don't feel like eating before writing an exam, you understand, or before going to the center. I just feel like starving myself, you understand. At that particular time or point, I just feel like starving myself, going for the exams and coming back. Because when I starve myself, I don't know, there's this. Bro, what about for engineering? All right, for engineering, I believe your course combination, have you done your JAMB reprinting, and when are you writing your exam? Have you done your reprinting? So for course like engineering, I believe your subject combination is English language, which is compulsory. English language is compulsory for JAMB. We have mathematics, we have physics, and we have chemistry. Okay, on Saturday in mainline. All right, so Somi Whitey, vivid imagination. I don't, no problem, bro. No problem, bro. Okay, so for engineering, we have English, mathematics, physics, and what chemistry. So just like I was saying, everything I'm just saying is that as you're writing the JAMB exam, by now you have gone far on Saturday. That means you have actually gone far in your studies. So basically for now, you already know your strength in each of these subjects. You already know your strength in each of these subjects. You already know whether you are good in chemistry. You already know whether you are good in physics. You already know whether you are good in what mathematics and what English, what language. But like a general advice I will give is that it is not advisable to always start with what English, what language. It is not always advisable to start with what English language. You already know your strength. If you want to connect with me on WhatsApp, from this live stream, my WhatsApp number is 07062462746. If you want to connect with me on WhatsApp, 07062462746. You still have for Munachi still have tomorrow, which is Thursday. You still have Friday, and depending on when you are writing your exam, you still have a little time for you to do one or two stuff. For someone like Munachi right now, what you are supposed to do is steady word revision. You understand? What you are supposed to do right now is what? Steady word revision. Then for those people that are writing tomorrow, people like Somi Whitey is writing tomorrow by 6:30 a.m. For Somi, this night you don't have to do much. Yes, I don't want you to do much this night. What I will advise you to do, is that already you have read, right? So what I will just advise you to do this night is just believe in yourself, and the temptation of staying overnight with your phone, switch off your phone and go to bed. Today is not a day for this one, is specifically for Somi who is writing tomorrow. So for today is not a day for you to spend all your time on social media. It's not a time for you to spend all your time on Facebook. Today is not a time for you to spend all your time on WhatsApp or TikTok or Instagram reels. You understand? Just end the temptation, or stop the temptation. Put your phone to sleep by 9:30 p.m. tonight and go to bed. Make sure you visualize success. Make sure you eat lightly. Then for Munachi, who is writing on Saturday, Munachi, you still have time for your revision, back to back revision. Avoid the temptation of going to read new topics. I was very surprised when a girl, one of my JAMB students, because I run a physical JAMB student, I teach JAMBITE here in Cross River State, Calabar. A girl from my JAMB class met me and said, "Sir, I have been using new school chemistry, but I went online and one man said we should be using understanding chemistry." I was like, Jesus, you want to confuse yourself. The authors of new school chemistry is different from the one of understanding chemistry, and these are two people with two different thought processes. You want to confuse yourself after reading new school chemistry. You want to now start going to read understanding chemistry. That is a sure part of failure. So for you, Munachi, please, I will advise you what the topic, textbook you have been using. I want to advise you to stick to that particular textbook. Then what I will again advise you to do is that you should do simulated practices. I don't know whether Munachi is still up, because this particular tip is tailored towards you. So you should do simulated practices. There are some apps like Everest 23 JAMB app, My School app, 330, and a lot of other apps. They give you opportunity. You understand? They give you opportunity of going on a full simulated practice. So at this particular point in time, for someone like Munachi, for those people that are writing either on Friday or on Saturday or next week, I will advise you to go on a full simulated practice. The full simulated practice will help you understand how the how the exam is going to look like, and it's going to ease your tension. Like I was saying in one of my live stream, there was a particular guy who urinated on himself when we were writing JAMB. He urinated on himself because of the tension. You understand? When he entered the exam, he was seeing questions, and fresh boy, you're a very fresh boy, he couldn't hold himself. He just urinated, and it was something that I believe the boy will never forget in his life. So it is very important that for those of you who are writing on Saturday or who are writing on Friday, you have the opportunity of going on a full simulated practice. Then for those of us, people like Somi Whitey, who is writing tomorrow, please, I will not advise you to do any simulated practice today. What I will just advise you to do is eat healthy, eat light, and what, go to what, bed on time. Early to bed, early to rise, especially Somi that is writing by 6:30. So you have to go to bed early. Set your alarm. You can set your alarm in multiples. Set your alarm by 1 o'clock, set your alarm by 3, and set your alarm finally by at least 5 o'clock. I don't know for Lagos, Lagos, they used to have hold up now and stuff like that. So it is important that you know the place you are writing your exam, so that hold up will not hold you there on the road and keep till exam will start. So it is important that you set your alarm and wake up early for your exams for tomorrow. I wish you success, Somi Whitey. I wish all the JAMBites who are writing their exams tomorrow success. I want to just tell you that you have to stay relaxed, remove every form of fear in your mind, and what, believe in your word self. You are capable of smashing your JAMB exam. For Somi, who wrote his exam for the first time and scored up to 274, I want to tell you that you are a motivation, you are a source of inspiration to other people who are going to watch this live stream, because I've been calling your name. I've been calling your name for a long time, and they will keep wondering, who is this Somi? Who is this Somi? Why are they calling his name? Somi is someone that he said he scored 274 in his first JAMB. He was just 15 years, and he didn't get admission because you have to be up to 16 years. He didn't get admission to study law in what, Unilab. So for those of you writing JAMB tomorrow, I want to wish you success. And like I said, there are some affirmations that I have written down, which is number one, you have to tell yourself that I am prepared, I am focused, I am calm under pressure, I am bigger than JAMB exam, I will arise and what, shine. So that is that is just it. Sort out your logistics on time. All right, currently live. We are currently live. So is there any other thing you want me to talk on? Is there any other thing you want me to talk on? Can drop it in the comment section. Is there any other thing you want me to talk on? Munachi, Somi, and I believe there's another person who is online, but I don't know the person's name. Person is here to join. Tomorrow I have lectures. Tomorrow I have my clinical posting at the hospital tomorrow as a clinical student, 400 level. So is there any other final stuffs you want me to say before I end the live stream? Please, if you are yet to subscribe, please just hit on the red subscription button, and also share these videos to your friends so that they can come here and get value, and in turn I'll feel motivated to continue dropping videos like this. And until I see you in my next video, until I see you in my next live stream, always remember that you're wonderful, always remember that you're unique, and always remember that you're a pace setter. And like I said, if you want to connect with me on YouTube, sorry, if you want to connect with me on WhatsApp, I've dropped my WhatsApp number 070-6246-2746. Just chat me up on WhatsApp. My name is Basi Ejogba, and I will be glad to help you. Is it motivation you're looking for? Is it someone to talk to? I am always available. I will put away every other thing just to attend to you. So is there any other thing you want me to talk about? I don't feel like ending this live because of you people, because I still have two people here, and it's going to be rude for me to just end the live like that. So should I end the live? Yep. All right, Somi Whitey and Munachi, I want to say thank you so much for staying till the end of this live stream. I really love you. Thank you.